Hi, fourth and fifth graders. It's Miss Chanté, your helpful school counselor. I wanted to talk to you today about our student anti-harassment, anti-bullying policy. Now, we do have a policy in place that states what harassment and bullying is and the consequences for that behavior. So I want to go over that with you today. Now, first of all, bullying is a form of harassment, which is why it's in our harassment policy. You will find that bullying and harassment are very similar in their definitions, where bullying is defined as deliberate or intentional behavior using words or actions intended to cause fear, intimidation, or harm. So, when we talk about deliberate or intentional, we're saying that you're doing it on purpose. It's not an accident, it's not a joke, you're doing it on purpose. And then using words or actions meant to make other people afraid of us, to intimidate them, or to cause actual physical or emotional harm. Notice I said also emotional. It's bullying is not just hitting people, it's not just shoving people. It's when you're also saying things that's meant to hurt someone's feelings. And again, one of our um, I guess, definitions of bullying is that it has to be done over and over and over again. Remember, we distinguish between our different types of conflict. Again, disagreements, root moments, mean moments, and bullying. And with a mean moment, it may happen once or twice, every now and then, or with bullying, it's happening repeatedly. So, again, if you were doing things to intentionally hurt someone's body or feelings, and it's done over and over again. Now, harassment, as I said, is very similar. So we're using threatening, insulting, or dehumanizing gestures, meaning making someone feel less than a person, use of data or computer software, that's our cyberbullying, written, verbal, or physical conduct directed against a student based upon the student's gender, religion, or race. So again, whether they're a boy or a girl, whether they're Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, or whatever other religion, or based upon their race and their color of the skin, the color of their skin, excuse me. So, peer on peer harassment, we know again that's where someone is being mistreated that we consider to be around the same age as us, or maybe even someone we might consider a friend. So, that's peer on peer harassment. Same thing. Can be harmful. It's not okay. There's sexual harassment. I know that's not a word that we use very often, but it's still an important one. I think you boys and girls need to understand is that when we're making inappropriate jokes, when we're sharing inappropriate images, when we are making inappropriate sounds, those can be considered sexual harassment. So you have to be very careful. If you know it's inappropriate, if you know it's something that you would not want to share with your parents, then you may want to keep it to yourself. Okay, and then next we have race and color harassment. That's where we're making someone feel uncomfortable because of the color of their skin or their race. So if we're making inappropriate jokes because of the color of someone's skin, if we're calling them dark, if we're using racial slurs, then we are engaging in race and color harassment. There's religious and creed harassment, there's national origin harassment, and there's disability harassment. If we're making fun of someone because of their ability or their disability, then again, we're engaging in disability harassment. There are consequences for these things. Basically, it states at the beginning of our policy, let me go back, that such conduct or behavior is subject to disciplinary action. You will either be suspended or your parents may be called. At minimum, you will end up talking to Miss Trejo, our dean, or Miss Evelyn, or Mr. Matt, because these things are subject to disciplinary action. Now, if you feel as though you have been bullied or have been harassed, then you can report this to several people here at our school. I strongly recommend that you start with your teacher to let them know what's happening so that they can step in to help you. You can also report it to your counselor. Miss Chanté is your counselor, but if I'm not here, you can always talk to Miss Jody or Miss Yondi. I think a lot of you know Miss Yondi. So you can definitely go to Miss Yondi. If for whatever reason the counselors aren't available, you can go talk to Mr. Matt, our assistant principal, or you can talk to the deans, which again is Miss Trejo / Miss Evelyn. If none of us are available, which I would find that very hard to believe, you could always go to Mr. Brandon over in the main building. But the point of this policy is to make sure that we are treating each other with kindness and that we feel safe here at AIS. And I hope this policy helps you feel a little bit safer here at school.